Greetings and welcome to CS133 Practical Programming with Python. This is week 3, and we're going to do the practice for the function. So hopefully you've already done these, and let's just jump straight into it. So we're going to create a function. Remember, def, and it's just going to print hello world. So we're going to call it say hi, colon, automatically indents, print hello world. And then we're going to call it 5 times. Again, if we run this, it doesn't do anything. This just kind of stores information here. So if we actually call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and run it, it prints hello world 5 times, right? This is the thing to create it. Just put some random code in there because it really doesn't matter at this point what's in there, just that it executes whatever in there every single time you call that. So let's do a little bit more to it. Let's create a function that adds the user input to 5, sets it as a variable, and then prints the variable. So what do I mean by that? Def add 5. All right. So here's what we're going to do for this. Enter. We need a parameter, right? We need a parameter. We're going to call it user input. We're going to go ahead and then add that to 5, right? But we got to set it to a new variable. So we'll just call it new num equals user input plus 5 print. All right, so print the variable. That's the variable we just created. Let's print it. New num. Oops. New num. And then we're going to call it 5 times. Now, we can do this next part a few different ways. I'm going to show you one real quick. We can do user num equals input, enter a number. Remember, we do need to make it an int. So we're going to surround it completely. It's an int. They're going to enter a number. And then we can go ahead and call add 5 and we'll send user num. The other way to do this is just to go ahead and take this whole piece right here and put it inside of there. So when we run this, enter a number 10, so we should see 15, enter a new number 25. So that was, first one was this one. To 10, went to user number is 10, sent 10, 10 plus 5, 15, printed 15. Now we're going to do 25, click enter, 30, that was this one right here, seeing that I could do it all in one line. And then let's do 100, it should be 105. There we go, that one's that one. And finally, we're going to create a function that takes the user input and returns it to a variable. Then we're going to print that variable. So, in this case, we're going to actually get the user input inside of it, right? So get input, and then we create a variable, user input equals input. Tell me something. It doesn't really matter what you type in there for now. So basically, this allows us to return user input. And in this case, the beauty of this is if we wanted to always have it say tell me something, or we always wanted to have it do so, have it say this over and over again. Now again, this is not a very long line of code. We can just paste this over and over and over again. It's good to go. However, now in order to get that input, we just need to get input. So let's go ahead and create a new variable, just so we can print it. In theory, we could just literally print get input. I'll do that real quick. It's not what the assignment said, but I'll do that real quick. Tell me something. So again, we are right here because we ran this. We're right here. Jump back up. Ran this. Tell me something. Okay. When I click enter, it'll return okay, and this will become okay, so it'll print okay. And I hit enter in the wrong spot. So there's okay. Again, what the directions said to do was, and then we can get input. But the beauty of this is, right, I don't have to put this everywhere I want. And if this was longer, this was a longer set of instructions, again, this would be a long set of code that you have to paste everywhere you want that. But now I only have to paste this. So that is our practice. We are done with this week. So go ahead, finish up all your challenges, and then the project for this week. We'll see you next lesson.